Episode 1. Welcome to V-Invest, exploring the mindset and art of trading. Welcome to the podcast on the V-Invest channel, a hub dedicated to sharing insights on the mindset and art of trading. If you're listening to this, you're probably like me, someone passionate about trading, always seeking ways to dive deeper into the financial markets and master the craft of trading. V-Invest is where we explore not just strategies or techniques, but dig into the most critical factor, your mindset. I believe trading isn't just a skill, it's an art, where the blend of knowledge, experience, and the right psychology can lead you to results beyond your wildest expectations. The V-Invest channel was born with a clear mission, to share practical, profound lessons about the mindset and art of trading. This isn't a place for quick profit promises or magical overnight riches formulas. Instead, we focus on building a solid foundation, where you can hone your skills, master your emotions, and find consistency in your trading. This podcast is part of that journey, created to walk alongside you, whether you're a beginner trader or someone with years of market experience. Let me tell you a bit about myself so you know why I'm here. I stepped into the trading world 8 years ago, and those early days were unforgettable. I still remember opening my first trading account with a small sum, placing my first buy order on the stock market, and sitting there, eyes glued to the screen, heart pounding with every price tick. Back then, I thought learning a few strategies and spotting chart patterns would make money roll in easily. But reality hit me hard. I had days of big wins, feeling like a market genius, and days of back-to-back losses that left me wondering if I was cut out for this. I'd spend hours daily researching, watching videos, reading books, testing every strategy from technical analysis with moving averages and RSI to fundamental analysis with company financial reports. But no matter how hard I tried, my results were inconsistent. I'd make decent profits some days, only to lose it all on rash decisions. I started to realize the problem wasn't my strategies or knowledge, it was me, how I thought, how I reacted to the markets, and how I let emotions drive my choices. One day, I stumbled across Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. That book completely flipped how I saw trading. Before, I was obsessed with predicting the market, chasing certainty in every trade. But Douglas showed me that the market is a wild, unpredictable place. Success doesn't come from guessing right every time. It comes from building a mindset that accepts risk, manages it smartly, and stays disciplined no matter what. That's when I shifted my approach. Instead of controlling the market, I learned to control myself. And that's why I started this podcast, to share the lessons I've learned, the mistakes I've made, hoping to help you shorten your path to success. This podcast isn't just a dry lecture series on trading. It's a space where we explore the deeper layers of this craft together. I want to bring you content that's relatable and approachable, mixed with real stories from my own journey. Each episode will zoom in on a specific topic, from understanding how markets work, managing risk, to controlling emotions and building effective trading habits. Whether you're new to trading or a seasoned pro, I believe you'll find something valuable to apply to your own path. As I mentioned, Trading in the Zone is the biggest inspiration for this podcast. Mark Douglas's book isn't just a trading guide, it's a journey into human psychology. He argues that you don't need to be a genius or have complex strategies to succeed. What you need is the right mindset, one that accepts every trade has a chance of winning or losing. And your job isn't to predict perfectly, but to manage risk and stay disciplined. In these episodes, I'll break down his ideas, weave in my real-world experiences, and deliver lessons that are both practical and profound. Let's preview some topics we'll cover in upcoming episodes. First, I want to start with thinking in probabilities. It's a key concept every trader needs to grasp. Trading isn't a game of certainty. You can't know if your next trade will win or lose. But you can understand it's a game of odds. With a solid system and discipline, you'll come out ahead over time. I'll share how I learned this, the times I failed trying to beat the market, and how I shifted to embrace uncertainty. Next, we'll tackle risk management. It's one of the most vital skills for surviving and thriving in trading. I used to think it was just about setting stop losses. But it's deeper, knowing how much you're willing to lose per trade, protecting your account from losing streaks, and not letting emotions derail your plan. I'll tell you about the time I lost nearly 50% of my account because I ignored risk rules, and how I bounced back from that lesson. Then, we'll dive into emotional control. This might be the toughest part of trading. Ever felt sky high after a big win, then panicked after a loss? I have, too many times. I'll share techniques I've used to tame my emotions. From journaling trades, practicing meditation, to creating a clear process to cut impulsive moves. Finally, we'll explore the zone, the state I believe every trader aims for. It's when you trade with confidence and calm, untouched by individual wins or losses. Getting there takes discipline, a reliable system, and tons of patience. I'll walk you through my journey to this state, my failures along the way, and what I did to overcome them. V-Invest wants this space to connect with you, to help you understand what we're about and what we'll bring you. Trading is a long road, and I hope this podcast becomes your companion on that journey. Picture us sitting together in a coffee shop, chatting about markets, sharing wins and flops. That's the vibe I'm aiming for in every episode. So, that's the rundown on V-Invest and what you can expect from this podcast. But this isn't just my journey, it's yours too. I'd love to hear your thoughts, questions you want answered, or topics you'd like me to dig into in future episodes. Drop them via email or comments. I'm all ears. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. If you found it helpful, subscribe to V-Invest and hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. We've got plenty more exciting stuff to explore together. Let's take this step forward and conquer the financial markets.